All right, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. So, first off, you might be wondering where the hell is skill kit information? Because I keep saying like, skill kit coming soon because it's supposed to. Every video I say like, yeah, we should get a skill kit 12 hours from now, and then it doesn't happen. So I have no idea what they're doing. It should have been either Monday night, which is the usual. Now you delayed the update by about 24 hours. So let's say, okay, Tuesday night, but you didn't do that either. Now we're on fresh Wednesday morning, and still no skill kits. I'm mortified. We're literally getting the update on the 1st. We're on the 30th. Tonight's the 31st. It's like, it's not adding up. So I'm guessing tonight's the last night you get it, unless you're just going into the update blind and hoping they're good. I genuinely don't get it. People are now rushing to the opinion that we're all dead because the kits just suck balls, and that's why they're doing it. I can't tell you anything. I can tell you for certain there is no skill kit released. We have no information, and we have to wait. So, and any skill kit floating around is fake. Keep that in mind. All right. With that, let's jump into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Today we got a prep guide, some advice, and stuff like that. So let's hop to it. Let's talk about this really quickly. Also, really quickly, we hit 11K. So thank you so much. I had no idea that was happening, and then I look back to it. I'm like, whoa, 11K. We were at 10.9 yesterday, and then just 11K. So thank you all. Really, it means a lot to me. But first, so if you want to prep for this entire collaboration, we now have the information that one character is a defender character, one character is an attacker character. Keep in mind, that might ring a bell to you. Why? Because guess what? Power was the attacker, Makima was the defender. Wow. Now, that actually means that till today, we do not have a support character that we want to put our gear onto. Don't count Pascal. Don't count that. I'm not putting overload gear or using my support gear like that on Pascal. Keep that in mind. I'm not doing that. But I mean, for what it is, it's just funny to me that the SSR category for the collaboration standard, they both are attack and defender, no support. So all that supporter gear you're sitting on is probably useless. I think, what is Himeno? She's a supporter too, so you see what I mean? They just made is that the cycle? One attacker, one defender, one supporter, and the SR is always the supporter? It literally happened 2 times now. So if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, but how did it happen twice? Really? Both of them following the same mechanic, but that's how they did it. So keep in mind, all of that supporter abnormal gear you're rocking, it's pretty much useless unless you're building it for Himeno or Pascal, but you shouldn't be doing that. Second, don't go and scrap it, because in the future you may get a category for that. If you want to do what you will, but hey, you'll be ready when the next collab drops 8 months from now, so just keep that in mind. But yes, for reference, you can see that my defender is ready to go, and then also my attacker, my power has the attack gear, but I'll just swap that onto the new characters when they're ready, and boom, I'm ready to use them. I don't really use my Makima that I do have, but because I reset her skills recently, I didn't really need it. I was pulling a different defender anyways, so it didn't really matter to me. It's because I needed skill points for a niece. I reset Makima. A funny thing, but yeah. So we'll have these 2 new collab units. Again, this is what it looks like. It says defender right here. Just make sure you have them ready. Defender full set, and then attacker full set. You'll need that. You'll also need the blue crystals if you plan on overloading the character. You'll also need over here some skill resets, or some skill manuals for leveling up the character and building the character. Again, I would recommend taking care of simulation room for the last few days that we have it before the collaboration kicks up, so you can build them day 1. That's what I would recommend personally. Again, also get the affinity items up for each character, depending on if you are planning to max them out right away. My Makima is currently 8, but you might want to max them out day 1 to get all the buffs possible from those associated stats. So those are the gift points. Also, you can kind of go and grab, but that's basically the character sort of, prep. Just gear, get that ready, and then have some blue crystals, which means farm as much interception as you can right now before the update doesn't go and drop. Again, you should be definitely well stacked on this gear, so shouldn't matter to you. Next up, hop over here, go to the Arc. I highly recommend you go and clear up as much tribe tower as you can. Go to the highest point as possible. As soon as you start miserably failing, that's when you give up. That's basically, people keep asking me like, dude, I need gems ASAP. All I can tell you really in this game is Lost Sector, Tribe Tower, and maybe potentially pushing Arena. That's basically it. There is no other gems really that are quote-unquote farmable. There is the Outpost every single day. There is the Cash Shop giving it to you in the month week and day reset. So that's there. There is Solar Raid, but most of our currency really comes from events, right? So most of the time you aren't picking up a lot of currency in the base game. It's all event based, right? Whenever an event kicks up, it gives you a free multi and then a second free multi potentially. So most of your free summons come from those things, not anywhere else in the game. So really, when it comes to farming gems, there is no such thing in a capacity. It basically is just, did I already beat all of Lost Sector? If the answer is yes, you're done for. Did I already beat as much as I can in Drive Tower? If the answer is yes, you're done for. Basically, there's nothing else really there. There is dailies and weeklies. There is sort of, if you will, pushing PvP higher. But that's kind of about it. Yes, there's achievements. Yes, there's clearing through campaign. Yes, there's going through your characters. Go through each one of your Nikkes over here, and then make sure you've advised them all the way to max or gifted them all the way to max, and then go through all the stories that they have, which is at the outpost over here. You can do that also. That gives you a bunch of gems, which is a pretty decent thing. So there are those little things to pick up gems, but beyond that, you're basically tapped out. Really, there's not much beyond that. Now, last but not least, everyone keeps asking me, what is the plan here? And this is not, I'm not trying to give you any sort of advice right now. I want to make this abundantly clear. Everyone keeps asking me, should I summon, should I summon? I don't really care for the IP, should I summon? So, if you don't care for the IP, and you don't care that you're going to lose these characters potentially forever, then don't summon. If the character kits drop, and those characters are seemingly busted, keep in mind, you may want to pull, because they are limited, and they could be really good for your account. You saw Summer Anise, she was a must-have character. Summer Helm wasn't that bad, but she wasn't, broken insane. She was kind of, if you will, good, if you will. Both characters kind of were usable and whatnot. First off, Anise wasn't usable. She was broken beyond belief, but you got me there. But again, you saw people pull for that character. That's what exactly happened. Up to you if you want to pull for these. If you don't care for the IP and they aren't broken, you don't need to pull. You don't need to force yourself just because the hype is there and just because people are saying it's a limited. Don't pull. If you like the characters and the bonus and cherry on top is that they're broken, that's great. I am hoping they make these characters good. The hype is insane. You see how many people are talking about this? We have a new press release every single day, a new article releasing every single day. Everyone talking about Nikke right now. It's popular as hell. Now, those characters release and they're mid as hell. Well, a lot of people are gonna be different, feeling different about that, right? All that hype that they just picked up really dies. So I don't think they're gonna be terrible. They could be very good. They don't have to be broken, but I am hoping for very good being the at least bare minimum. I do hope that is the case because, this is a collaboration. They have been hyping up for how freaking long, correct? So, at the end of the day, all those aspects are kicking in. But again, everyone asking, should I summon, should I summon? That question shouldn't be asked, I think, until we get skill kits, because that's when you determine it, right? If you like NIER and you just don't care about the skill kits, then pull. Don't let the skill kits change your mind. If you don't really care for NIER and you're only pulling for meta, obviously wait for the skill kit, see what happens, and then plan your pulls beyond that way, correct? That's mainly how I would say it. Again, people who liked Helm and wanted Helm, they still pulled for her over Anise. They didn't go for Anise because she's broken. They went for Helm because they like Helm. If you just like A2 or just like 2B, and it doesn't matter what the character does or plays like in game, you just want the character, then have a blast. It doesn't really matter, right? If you're forcing yourself to summon and you don't like the collab, just don't summon. You don't need the collab, correct? Simply put. So again, make sure you just go into the with that. People keep asking me what I am doing. How can you ask me that? I've literally in every video been so hyped that is not even funny. Yeah, I'm pulling day one. I'm not gonna even give a crap. I got 3 multis and 2 over here. I am living the dream right now. Are you kidding me? I can't wait. I'm gonna have an absolute blast. I'm gonna hope my 5 potential multis does something. If it doesn't, you'll see me cry. You'll see me Nikke worst game ever next video. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, we'll see what happens. But I will be pulling. I will be there day 1. I hope to at least get to B and then pity A tier. That's my plan. But if that plan fails, well, you'll see I quit video. So coming soon. But yeah, take care. Have fun. Best of luck, everyone. And yeah, quick little talk here and just a little bit of a prep guide. So have fun and best of luck.